Hey man, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. It's time to give my take on boxing. So we've been seeing a lot of chitter chatter, basically about Inoue. Now the problem is this, okay? When it's African fighters, people tend to always want to put somebody that's not African in front of them, right? So remember, it was at one point it was Usyk, at one point it was Canelo, at one point uh it was no Nino Denaire, right? And all these people end up taking losses, everybody except for Usyk. I think he's about to lose the Fury. But every time they're always trying to put somebody in front of the African fighter. They try to put somebody in front of Floyd. They try to put somebody in front of Andre Ward, right? When it's not the case. But now we got this guy that's basically fresh on the scene that somebody tried to find to put in front of Terrence Crawford, right? Which is Inoue. They said that this man is the best thing. Oh, he's great. He's this, he's that, right? And I stated that I think Inoue should fight against somebody like Lomachenko. And then we can really test how good he is. And also, I think he should come to the States instead of fighting all his fights at home where people are on a different time zone, which gives him a full advantage. Okay. I think he should come out here for about a year, get acclimated to to the time frame difference, and then and fight some fights. He's 31 years old, but people seem to make it seem like Crawford has fought nobody. Crawford has fought some really good, formidable opponents. Now, the thing about it is, all the individuals that root for Inoue and try to put Inoue as the number one pound for pound, this and that, they can't name 5 people on that man resume. I can name off the top of my head right now 5 people that are that's good enough to be on anybody's Hall of Fame list. Okay. So I can name uh Kell Brook. I can name Errol Spence. I can name Sean Porter. Okay. We can name what's his name? Matter of fact, let's go to the list right quick. Let's go to Terrence Crawford list and let's see, man. Cause I don't know, I don't want to just say much and then not be able to prove it. I'm gonna actually prove that this man had a legit resume. All right, so here it is right here, man. So we're gonna go through it together. All right. So he had Errol Spence, Sean Porter, right here, Kell Brooks, Amir Khan. That's 4 Hall of Famers right there. Okay. I'm not gonna say Jose Benavidez. Jeff Horn was undefeated when he fought him. This was Julius Ndungo, which was for undefeated. I mean undisputed, and he was undefeated. If that's what y'all want to use, okay. Felix Diaz, John Molina, Victor Postile. Remember, he was 28-0 when he fought him. Okay. Um, let's see who else. Thomas Delorme was a really good fighter. And then Yuriakis Gamboa. Okay. Those were all good fighters that can possibly be in the Hall of Fame. Okay. I don't think you can name nobody from outside of Cool Boy that basically Inoue fought. But we want to give him this title over Crawford when Crawford has a better body of work than Inoue. But somehow, when he's fighting, other fighters that people don't even know about, they just look at the record and say, "Oh, well, look at his record. Look at his record. His record was better. His record was this, right?" And it really is not good opponents. It's somebody that that Crawford can beat in his sleep. So when we judge, fighters like a different demographic, we hold them to different standards. Now, can't nobody name nobody that Inoue fought. You can name fighters that Crawford fought. So his body of work is better than Inoue's. Crawford body of work is way better than Inoue's. So why would anybody give Inoue the pound for pound status? You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good fighter, but far as when we talk about great, I'll measure that if he fight Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko is about his size. Lomachenko is a very small fighter. If Inoue can beat Lomachenko, then I'm gonna give him great status. I'm gonna give him pound for pound status. I'll put him on a pound for pound if Inoue can beat Lomachenko. And can't nobody say, oh, well, he's too small. Well, ain't that what Manny Pacquiao did? Manny Pacquiao literally went up 8 divisions. So Inoue is pound for pound. Can't he do the same? Floyd Mayweather did the same. Floyd Mayweather, started at 135, went all the way up to like at one point 152, 154. So Inoue should be able to do it. Manny Pacquiao has done it. You have other greats who have done it, right? Terrence Crawford is doing it. We can't say that this man is pound for pound and then talk about, because he's undisputed in 2 weight divisions when he really not even fighting great caliber fighters. So I'm just saying, man, I think we need to put an end to this debate. It ain't even close. I don't even get Inoue number 2. I think Tank Davis beats him. I think that you have a lot more other fighters that are better than Inoue. See, I'm not the person that actually get caught up into what everybody say. When society says it, or they start regurgitating the same exact talking points as to why Inoue should be number 1, pound for pound. He really ain't earned it. Now, I seen somebody have the silliest arguments. I seen some people have some of the silliest arguments trying to say that the reason why they feel like the reason why they feel like Inoue is better because he's done, things much younger. First of all, like I say, in the division that he fought, can't nobody name him, and all of them except for Cool Boy, right? And Neri and Nonito Donaire. Outside of that, can't nobody name nobody. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, if both of these two skills were to meet each other, I think Crawford would take him out easy. Easy. Like I say, if he's as good as we portray him to be, then he should be able to fight a Gervonta Davis. He should be able to fight. He should be able to fight Lomachenko. He should be able to fight, a lot of caliber fighters. But a lot of people ain't gonna want that to happen because they know at the end of the day, they understand why they selecting somebody like Inoue, and they ain't never seen Inoue fight a day in their life. A lot of these people ain't seen Inoue fight not one time in their life. But then somehow they're going for Inoue. You know what I'm saying? But I know why. You know why. A lot of people know why. That's the case where it's like, okay, Crawford has been doing what he's been doing, making most of the fighters that he fought look mediocre, and he's getting held accountable for it. But then you can get somebody like Fury, or you get somebody like Plant, or just any non-African fighter. You can get them if they do anything remotely as close as Crawford. They're going to put him on a pedestal and say that he's the best. But we understand why. We know why. Everybody knows why. And it's a sad reality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say, far as pound for pound, and matter of fact, let's look at Nonito. Let's look at Inoue. I want to look at Inoue I want to look at his box rec. Let's see what he bringing. All right, so I'm about to select it right now. So this is Inoue. And I gotta minimize it. All right, so this Inoue box rec. Okay, let's see who he got. Okay, so he 27 and 0. Okay, 27 and 0. Okay, Luis Neri was a good fighter. Okay, he was cool. Nobody know who Marlon Tapales is. Okay, Steve Fulton, cool boy. I mentioned him. That was a really good win. Nobody know who Paul Butler is. We know who Nonito Donaire is. Okay. Nobody know who is this. Nobody know who is that. Nobody know Jason Maloney. We know Nonito Donaire. Nobody knows Emmanuel Rodriguez. Nobody knows Carlos Payano. Nobody knows Jamie. Nobody knows Johan Boyix. Nobody knows this person. No, y'all don't know none of these people. So how are we giving this man pound for pound? Just because you like the fact that you want to put somebody over somebody like Terrence Crawford? So we basically find somebody. If y'all don't notice, there has been uh, um, a lot of people that basically try to continue to find, as they will call the Great White Hope, to be placed as number one. And the one of the people that was Paul Malignaggi, he was one of the ones that was infamous for that. You know, always trying to find someone. He said it would be the era of the white fighter, and you know this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Just to put somebody in front, and it ain't. A lot of times it don't even be deserved. So let's look at this right here. I'm about to share this as well. All right, if y'all can't see it, I'm about to read it. All right. So basically, this is Terrence Crawford. Um, and as you can see, man, why is taking so long? All right, so as y'all can see, this is what they got. They got Inoue as a pound for pound king. Terrence Crawford. I don't know why they keep trying to move him out of the pound for pound. Then they got Jonto Nakatani. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, this is how you know this is a joke. This is how you know this is a joke. First of all, didn't Canelo just lose to Bivol? And Bivol's not even on here. But instead, they put Arthur Beterbiev on here, but they ain't got Bivol. And then you got Sabril Matias. Shakur at number 5. Kenshiro Taraji, Arthur Beterbiev, Jesse Rodriguez. Okay, so over here where I just highlighted, okay, Turkey Alalashi says Inoue is a great fighter, but Crawford is pound for pound number 1. I don't know how the rankings work or if there is a clear criteria, but it seems like there are some personal opinions and inaccuracies involved. I believe that boxing needs one entity that evaluates with transparency and credibility soon. I will support a project for that matter. Okay. Do anybody know why they saying that? Do y'all know where they getting at when they make that statement? I do. They're basically saying that there are some people that are biased in order to create this type of list that really don't even make a lick of sense. Everybody know that Crawford is number 1. Everybody knows that that Canelo Alvarez is not no dang pound for pound. He's not no top 5. He's not even in the top 4. He's not no 4. Nakatani is not no number 3. This was a bias, literally a biased ranking system. Okay, Stevenson hasn't lost. Tank hasn't lost. He wasn't on there. Who else? Jerron Boots Ennis. All these fighters that they have on that list, that they had on that list, literally can be easily proven that they're not no top pound for pound fighter. This list right here made absolutely no sense at all. You cannot say this wasn't created from a biased standpoint. Hopefully y'all can see it. But if not, I'll read the list to y'all. This is crazy to me. How do you have a list like this and really call yourself a real boxer, a boxing fan? First of all, Inoue is not number 1. Crawford is not number 2. So I'm not going to even say flip that, because I don't even think that Inoue is better than Canelo. I don't think that he's better than Shakur Stevenson, right? He's not better than those type of fighters. So I'm not even putting Inoue at number 2. And that's just to be honest, because I'm not swayed by what everybody else says and believe. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go off what makes sense. My eye test. I've seen an Inoue fight, and I'm not super impressed. I think he's very quick, but I also think that he's at an advantage when he takes people to go out there and fight in Japan. They're on 2 different time zones. That's why I said, okay, let's see how he fights when he comes to America. Remember who was doing that? Anthony Joshua, right? Anthony Joshua, when he first came out here to the States, he lost to Andy Ruiz. He lost to Andy Ruiz, and that was the first time he ever came out here to the States. All his other fights and his comfortability was where? Him when he was fighting in UK. Let's see how Inoue fight when he comes out here to the States. Then we can measure. We can pull out that measuring stick. But in fact, this is a BS top 10. You got all fighters, and that's the reason why Turki Al-Sheikh basically made this statement, because he knew that none of these come close to even being the best fighters. But they do this type of stuff to disguise how they really feel. A lot of them just don't like or like certain demographic. That's mainly what it is. Oh, I don't think, I'm not gonna put this. Like, first of all, African American fighters get held to a standard that no other fighter gets held to. Just look at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia basically was announced that he had drugs in his system. Okay, Canelo Alvarez had drugs in his system. Nobody sit there and goes around and say, "Oh, you know what? He's a drug cheat. He needs to be banned." That's only happened when it's the fighter is African American. That literally only happens then. So then people make it seem like, "Oh man, you're just race baiting." Are we? Is that race baiting, or is it highlighting an actual fact? Can't nobody in here tell me who the heck is Junto Nakatani. Can't nobody tell me who is Kashiro Taraji. Can't nobody tell me who is Jesse Rodriguez, Emmanuel Navarrete. I know Emmanuel Navarrete. That's the only ones, and Sabril Matias. But they only putting this here to make it feel like everybody, like like any other ethnicities are the best fighters in the game when y'all know that ain't true. Know that ain't true. Know that. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, I see what they was doing. I didn't get exactly why they was doing what they were doing. But it's unfortunate, but definitely not giving Inoue no pound for pound number one. And every time they do that, the fighter that they try to put that's non-African as number one to slight another one, to slight an African American, that fighter always end up losing. But like I said, man, Inoue, he needs to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko is small, just like him. But and I think they can make weight together. I think they can meet at it. It really don't even have to be a catch weight because I think Lomachenko can literally go down all the way to 126 again and fight. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I feel like Inoue can go up to 130 and fight. And they talked about doing it. So I don't see what will be the problem. But man, that's all I got for now, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all like the content, definitely hit the subscribe button. And that's all I got for now, man. And that was my take. So I'm out.